AskReddi by deleted. What invention is so good that it actually can't be improved upon? I've heard the pinsetter machine in bowling alleys has never had a redesign. It was perfect already. It depends. The fundamental mechanisms behind it has stayed the same, but different pinsetters have made minor adjustments to make common issues, well, less common. As of modern day, new high-end pinsetters have actually no perceivable way to change their core design. But yeah, this was what I was gonna say too, lol, near perfect for its purpose. P-trap, a simple elegant way to prevent odor from coming into your house via sink, toilet, etc. A lot of Asia still doesn't use this. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. A mirror is as good as it gets for its usage. A wide-angle mirror that doesn't distort size, shape or position. https://www.talkanews.com/1080/blindspot-proof-mirror-will-be-your-car Edit https://patents.google.com/patent/ca2677103c/ The XLR cable. Until they can beam something directly into your head, we kind of hit a dead end for perceived sound. The simplicity of what a cable can do by allowing both AC and DC power to flow through so you can power and draw signal from a microphone. Plus the fact it's so simple to remove the noise you get from outside interference makes it even more genius. Phantom power. Paperclip. Last major patent was in the 1880s. On a similar note, the binder clip. Those little fuckers are the source of many life hacks. Edit. Okay, I'll add mine. If you take two binder clips and clamp them together, you can make a holder for your phone to watch videos. Those bones they use for tanning leather, people have tried using all sorts of different materials, but bone always works best apparently. Edit. I remember this very vaguely from years ago, so I can't find the thing I learned it from anymore, but here's an article about finding the tools from Neanderthal times. https://www.nature.com/news/neanderthals-made-leather-working-tools-like-those-ine-use-today-1.13542. Also check the replies. There are some actually smart people who know more than I do about it. Yeah, if I remember it correctly from my college classes, those weren't created by humans. Like, what? It was a tool created by Homo erectus, I believe, but it does predate anatomically modern humans. Edit. So by no means am I an anthropology expert. I get that Homo erectus is in the same genus as us. I guess I should have thought more about classifying them as not human. My textbooks all said that they were our first ancestor with human-like proportions. But to clarify, I meant that the tool was not made by the same species as us, however you'd like to define that. It's still crazy to think about though. Cast iron skillet estate 1707. Rapunzel has entered the chat. Pizza. You can change it up, you can ruin it, and you can fold it half like a crazy calzone munching madman, but you can't beat perfection. The calzones betrayed me. I'd say nail clippers. Rich and poor people all use the same thing to clip their nails. Rich people pay poor people to clip their nails for them. Zipper. Best way to merge in traffic. Rubber bands. They work. When I was a kid, rubber bands would last for years. Now most of them fail within a year or so. Most professional classical music instruments are already in their final stage, like piano and violin. Edit. Wording. Taking the other tack, most orchestral scores do not feature saxophone because it wasn't developed until the 1840s. which is extremely recent on the musical timeline. The pocket. Girls' pants have entered the chat. Edit. The number of upvotes on this silly comment really speaks for itself. The spoon is a pretty incredible invention. It can often sub as a fork or a knife, and it has a great name. Those special self-stabilizing spoons to help people with hand tremors feed themselves are pretty cool. Over-engineered for most people, but I'm happy they exist. The basic sewing needle. It really hasn't changed in thousands of years. There is no need for change. I'd argue that sewing machines are just advanced sewing needles. The soda can. The physics behind it have been perfected. There is a cool YouTube video about it. https://yahoo.be/hu-2f-bulb. The toilet S-bend. We would still be throwing our Hershey soldiers out the window without it. Invented in 1775 and still used today. Source: BBC. https://www.bbc.com/news/business-4118845 closed bracket and Crichton from Red Dwarf. https://twitter.com/crichtonrd/status/3474230104221327336 closed bracket. Edit. No Owen Crichton. It was actually improved on. Used to be an actual S-bend, but those would evaporate or could get kinda slurped out by another drain further down. So they made the U-bend. It has a vent pipe running up so that another toilet or sink or whatever on the same drain pipe could not siphon off the trap, where the water sits, the low point of the toilet. After the trap gets below a certain level, sewer gas, hydrogen sulfide ionic, gets in and makes the room smell like shit. It's been about 4 years since my plumbing class, but it was pretty memorable. That mini trident you used to scratch your back, man, that's the best invention of human race. IDK man, the lightsaber under my mom's bed was really nice when I used it as a back massager. A knife. It can do anything. Soup. Windshield wipers. My engineering professor always lectured us on how perfect the design is and how a new changes made are strictly aesthetic and don't work any better. Until they invent one that cleans the whole window instead of just parts of it. Plates. You can get the ones that don't smash. It's too good. Edit. Why is this my most upvoted thing on Reddit? Why? But thank you all for your upvotes. Zooples. The steam turbine. It is such a useful way to convert heat into electricity that it would not be surprising to see one strapped to a fusion reactor, if one ever get built. They are already strapped to fission reactors. That's pretty good, I'd say. Does cheese count as an invention? Yep. It's the final step of a specialized process. I'm going to go out on a limb and say a doorway. It's a portal, plain and simple. An ancient invention that allows us to pass through walls sounds pretty awesome when you put it that way. The Schrader valve used to inflate your bicycle tires, car tires, tractor tires, etc. was patented in 1893. It is still used in virtually every tire on the planet. And now you know its name. Edit. My top comment ever. My ego is, like, inflated. Thanks. Jesus Christ, Marie. They're tires. Is this even a question? The Juicero, obviously. Thanks to its Wi-Fi dependency, you can watch porn while your shit's juicing. I still can't believe a bunch of techie dipshits paid hundreds of dollars for a machine that squeezes juice out of a bag. Fire cooking. We've been trying to improve it for almost 2 million years. God, I hate electric stoves. I actually have an important question along these lines. Is there a sub 4 stories about reinventing the wheel? I often have a seed of an idea or a problem to solve and then I develop that idea into a better idea. After X number of iterations I realize I've just reinvented something which already exists. Is there any sub for such? Years ago, I was sitting at my computer in a cold room, trying to play a game while keeping warm with a blanket. It was problematic, and I started thinking about how I should sew a blanket with sleeves so I could still have warm arms and keep my blanket in place. After a moment I realized I had just invented the jacket, and felt like a jackass. A few years later, someone made millions off the Snuggie. Deleted. Well, they put a tire on it. I dunno, sliced bread is pretty hard to improve on. Plus it has made life easier for pretty much anyone who enjoys bread. I present to you, double cooked sliced bread. Garlic bread. You. Thanks bro, you too. Crocodiles, or any apex predator that lived through the KT extinction. Physically unchanged for 100 million years, because it's the perfect killing machine. A half ton of cold-blooded fury, the bite force of 20,000 newtons, and stomach acid so strong it can dissolve bones and hoofs. Edit, whoosh, https://yahoo.be/nhgwyzgpfg0 close bracket. Are alligators and brain aneurysms your other two greatest fears? Deleted. But can you imagine a Bluetooth chopstick that can play music? When will the chopstick companies get it together? Brooms haven't changed, no matter how hard Swifter tries. I agree, brooms really are as good as it gets. Vrooms came close, but brooms are definitely the best way to sound like a car. Scissors are the perfect tool for cutting and shaping material that will likely never be improved upon. Hoodies. Cold? Hoodie. Underdressed? Hoodie. No bra? Hoodie. Hot? Hoodie. Rainy? Hoodie. Dead inside? You know it, hoodie. Edit, punctuation marks. Need a makeshift goalpost? Hoodie. Hitachi magic wand. Friend got one that only vibrates on contact. This wasn't the original design, and she says this is a game changer. So, improvements are still possible. Everything electric will be improved at least once more, switching from cord to cordless version like what, surprisingly, techs at Disney Research did, 02/Disney Room Scale Wireless Power Transfer. Yes, that Disney. It's basically a Wi-Fi that transfers power to the appliances, not the data. Duct tape. I have to disagree, it can be improved upon. It can be rebranded as duct tape. People really having trouble understanding the question on this one and are just posting things they like. My favorite one was the guy saying the shovel is perfect and hasn't been improved upon. Meanwhile somewhere out there this very second there is a sad and forgotten excavator that is doing in a minute what a shovel would only manage in a day.